Hi everyone, welcome to the Kachina Kitchen. I'm your host, Earl Hamlin, and what a beautiful day we have here in Kingman for some Southwest Cowboy cooking. And we have a show for you today. Now today my guest chef is Kory Guillet, and she is from Sarah's House. And Sarah's House needs your help, which we're going to tell you about in the show. But also, Kory is going to be cooking cowboy spaghetti squash. So don't go away. We've got a lot of show for you, a lot of recipe, and we're going to give you the opportunity to help Sarah's House. We'll be right back after these messages. You're cooking on the Kachina Kitchen. Don't go away. Hi everyone, welcome back to the Kachina Kitchen, and this segment is sponsored by the world's greatest security system. I know you're thinking, the whole world? Yes, the whole world. And your world is Kingman. And that security system is Southwest Alarm. Now remember, you need protection. You need to protect your valuables, and you need to be protected because you're much more valuable than your valuables. I value that statement too. So anyway, call Southwest Alarm at 753-2333. That's 753-2333. And guess what, folks? I got a smile out of the cameraman and the crew over that. I value you this. Call Southwest Alarm today. All right, I'm here with Kory.
Hi.
Guillet. Hi, Kory. How are you? And you're with Sarah's House?
Yes.
So what do you do with Sarah's House?
I do public relations and fundraising for Sarah's House.
Wow, this is a public relation thing, huh?
Yes. That's
Good.
why we're here today. Yep.
So tell me a little bit about Sarah's House. How long has it been in operation? It's been quite a few years.
Sarah's House has been in operation since 2000.
Wow.
We have a house that was built strictly on donations over off of Airway, kind of behind Walmart in between Catherine Heinrich Center. We were built off of donations, and we've been in business ever since.
Wow, that's really good.
Yeah.
Bill Ekstrom still on the board of directors?
He is not. He's one of our honorary board members.
Oh, good. Okay.
Yeah, we have a new board and a new staff, and we're going towards the future with great good things.
Okay, now before the show, we were talking off camera, and we were saying that Sarah's House is in need of some things. So why don't we talk about that while we do your recipe?
My cowboy spaghetti squash.
Your cowboy spaghetti squash.
Because
so what do we do first?
First, you want to get your spaghetti squash, and you want to look for a fairly good-sized one, depending on how many people you're going to be feeding.
How many cowboys are out there?
Yes, and how hungry they are. For today, we're just going to do one. You want to cut it in half. I've already done that because it's kind of tough, and I didn't want to look completely retarded trying to cut it.
Okay.
Once you get it open, of course, like any other squash, it's got seeds and stuff in it, and I don't particularly enjoy eating the seeds, so I like to scrape them out and just get rid of them. It makes it a lot easier than trying to get through them at the end.
So how long have you been with Sarah's House?
I have been with Sarah's House a little over a year. I started out as a volunteer advocate, and they asked me to kind of step in and help out with fundraising.
Oh, good.
Yeah, we're relying on donations, fundraising, and grants, so it's really huge to have the support of our community. We serve all of Mojave County, so Bullhead, Fort Mojave, Needles. The history behind Sarah's House comes from Kingman, so that's why we're in Kingman. That's where the story comes from. So that's why
where the foundation was Kingman.
Right. Okay. And Sarah was actually a resident of Kingman, and so that's where we wanted to keep it.
Let me put that in the bowl there.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
We can do that. So once you've got the squash gutted out, so to speak, I can say that.
Gutted out squash.
You got to gut your squash out before you can eat it. You can cook it two different ways. The quick, easy way, if you've got hungry cowboys, is to microwave it for 10 minutes, or you can put it in the oven at 375 for 35 or 40 minutes, just to soften it up so that it makes it easy. Okay. I'm going to microwave it today. You want to put it face down on a plate. You want to cover the plate in saran wrap.
Really?
Yeah. You want to steam it. That's kind of your...
Oh, you're going to steam the squash.
Yes, you got to steam the squash to loosen it up so that you can shred it.
I would think just calling it bad names would steam it.
Well, you can do that too. Okay. That steams some people.
It works for me, yeah.
Can I get you to hold that for me? I'm going to put you to work.
Okay.
Didn't think you were going to have to work today, did you?
Don't we put the water inside?
Yes. I find that it's a little bit easier to put the saran wrap on first and then put it in the microwave and then pour the water in the plate while it's in the microwave, because I have terrible balance. And so trying to walk to a microwave with a plate with water in it, I'll tip the water everywhere. So it'll be easier if we put it in the microwave. Hold this down.
You know, I'm totally impressed just with the saran wrap deal, because
yeah, it steams it.
Here's what I would do to punish criminals. I would put them in a cell and give them some saran wrap and make them wrap things, because it would drive you nuts.
It would drive me nuts.
Okay.
So we'll put it in the microwave.
Okay.
And then I get water.
Okay.
And then you want to fill it up, probably about 1/4 of an inch or an inch of water.
Oh, cool.
And then just re-wrap your saran wrap underneath.
And Kory, the other thing I would put in this prison cell was a little bubble wrap.
Oh, bubble wrap is fun though.
Oh, no,
I like bubble wrap. I like to put it on the floor outside of people's bedrooms so that when they get up in the morning, it scares them. So we're gonna do 10 minutes on this. Oh, maybe not. Hold on, clear off. How do I do 10 minutes? Let's see.
1-0.
Yeah, but oh, stop. Time cook, there we go. So 10 minutes.
Yeah.
And then it should be steamed enough that you can come in and you can shred it out. And instead of using spaghetti noodles, you use this in place.
Oh,
and
cool.
It's healthier and better for you. And I don't eat wheat, so I don't eat noodles and stuff like that. I only eat stuff that you can kill or grow. So this is my take on spaghetti.
You only eat stuff you can kill or grow?
Right.
Okay.
So if you can kill it, you can eat it, or if you can grow it. So fruits and vegetables.
Twinkies count?
I wish. Fried Twinkies.
Right.
Yeah.
So what do we do next?
So the next step is to make the sauce. And I like to use hot Italian sausage. I like my food kind of spicy.
Good.
So I use the hot Italian sausage, ground up. You can make your own sausage.
Okay.
But I like to use the hot Italian sausage.
Okay. So tell me a little bit. I know a little bit about the history of Sarah's house, but there's a lot of new folks in Kingman that really hear quite a bit. No, we're going to light it. Hang on. Okay, good. They want you to light it.
Okay.
They hear about Sarah's house, but they don't really know the history of Sarah's house. So tell me a little bit about the history of Sarah's house, for the viewers.
Many, many, many years ago, there were twins, Sarah and Susan, and
14,
they lived in Kingman.
Yeah.
And they were both victims of child abuse. And at the age of 1 year old, Sarah was actually died due to her injuries because of the child abuse. She had such bad head injuries that she actually wound up dying. And so in honor of her and her twin sister Susan, the community decided to build Sarah's House, which is a victims advocacy center for child abuse victims and victims of sexual assault.
Right.
So we're not actually a shelter. We don't have anybody that stays there. We don't bring anybody in to stay nights or anything like that. We have on-call volunteers that are available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week for any case that comes through Mojave County that's a report of a child abuse or a sexual assault. So in Sarah's memory and to honor her, we are 100% against child abuse, and we do as much as we can to prevent it and educate people about it and what to do if you suspect it.
And also, we want to tell the viewers again, this covers the whole county, not just the
All
Kingman.
of Mojave County.
Kingman is the headquarters for Sarah's house.
Correct. Yeah, we work with all law enforcement agencies, Bullhead PD, Fort Mojave. We work with the FBI and the Peach Springs Indian Reservation. We work in Dolan Springs. Occasionally, we've covered Needles and Laughlin as well, because any other advocacy center that does the exams that we do, you have to travel to Phoenix, Flagstaff, Las Vegas. So it's nice to have us here at home in the backyard.
And also, we want to tell the viewers everything is confidential.
Oh, absolutely,
that goes on
100% confidential.
at
Nobody
Sarah's
knows
house.
the victims that we see, the families that we see. We're not going to approach you outside of Sarah's house to talk to you. It's 100% confidential, everything we do. It's about the victim's safety and the victim's comfort. And if they don't trust us, they're not going to come to us. But it's, when it's reported, we're there. And that's the most important thing, day or night, anytime, whether it's a holiday or a weekday, we are 100% there and dedicated to those victims.
Sometimes when law enforcement agents show up, the sheriffs or the police or the FBI, like you said, they get pretty emotional about this because they see some really
It's hard.
children that need some help.
Right, and you get a lot of law enforcement folks that, get into it to catch criminals.
This.
And, oh, absolutely. We have a great working relationship with all of the law enforcement in this world. Chief DeVries has been great. The chief out of Bullhead. I mean, we have a great relationship with the FBI. Everybody is just wonderful and supportive of what we do. We work with the detective.
Our sheriff.
Absolutely, he has been great.
And all of his deputies there.
All of the deputies are great. I have nothing bad to say about any of the detectives and officers that we've worked with at Sarah's house. They support us, and it is hard. It is very hard. They don't. You don't want to get into a business where you're going to be dealing with victims of child abuse and victims of rape, because it tugs at your heartstrings, and it's definitely very hard to separate yourself from, I'm here for the victim, but I really want to go out and get the bad guy. So
it's hard to be neutral.
It is, really and kudos to all the law enforcement officers that we work with. They're superb and phenomenal at what they do.
Okay, we got to take a break here. All right, we're going to take a little break here. We'll be right back after these messages. Now listen, before we go on a break, Kory, tell them how they can donate. Now you can write a check for $5 or $5 million, whatever you feel comfortable with. So tell them how they can get that check to you. Any donation is greatly appreciated, whether, like you say, it's $1 or $5 million. Sarah's house has a mailing address of 1770 Airway Avenue, Kingman, Arizona 86409. We also have a website that you can go to, and you can donate through PayPal on there, and that's www.sarahshouseaz.org, and it's Sarah with an H. Good, okay. Yeah. And that PayPal thing is so easy. All I do is click, 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 and you've donated. Yep. And these are all tax deductible? Absolutely. If you donate, we have a tax ID number, and it's 100% deductible on your taxes. Good. Yeah. All right, we're going to take a little break here, so go out, get that computer, and get on that PayPal, or get your checkbook out and write Sarah's house all across it, and then fill in the zero. We'll be right back after these messages. Hi everyone, welcome back to the Kachina Kitchen. The segment is sponsored by Mailbox Deals. All right folks, are you looking in your mailbox? Because if you do, there's deals in it. Now Mailbox Deals is a magazine that's done by the Kingman Daily Miner, provided by the Kingman Daily Miner, and they provide you with some great deals in Kingman and the surrounding area. So remember, if you'd like to get in Mailbox Deals, then give Carol Young a call at the Kingman Daily Miner, and she'll help you get in there. Mailbox Deals. Some great deals for you and you alone. All right, I'm back here with Kory Guillet, and off camera, we were talking about how you burnt down a school. So I don't cook, as you can tell by my very simple, I know, yeah, well, you know, everybody's got a skeleton in their closet. Okay. Back in high school, they put me in home ec. Oh, and yeah. And I was making a brambleberry cake, and I put it in the oven. And about 20 minutes later, I noticed smoke, and I opened the oven, and flames were coming out of it. Because apparently you can't overfill you only had to fill it halfway, and I think I filled it all the way to the top, so it was seeping over onto the bottom, and there were flames. And my home ec teacher did not believe me that there were flames. She told me to hang on, she'll be there in a minute. Well, by the time she came over, the flames had gone from the oven to the counter to the whole half of the wall, and whoops! So we got closed down for the day. The fire department had come, put out the fire. They closed home ec for a couple of weeks while they redid the wiring and made sure everything was safe again. So that's how I got out of school. And what kind of a grade did you get in home ec? I think I got an A. I think she basically told me, I'm going to give you an A, don't bother coming back for the rest of the semester. We like our kitchen the way it is. That's really cool. Yeah, so I've learned that if you burn things down, you get out of it. There you go. Perfect, right? I've thought of that a long time. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, so I'm surprised that you're actually letting me use flames. Yeah, but this is only a half-hour show, and as soon as it's over, you're gone. Okay. And there's fire extinguishers everywhere, right? Yeah, there are. Yeah. Okay, so we browned some extra spicy Italian sausage. Right, and then I put in a little bit of garlic salt. Oh, let's tell the folks too. We took out the... We did. We took out the squash. I like to take it out right after it's done because it's really hot, and you have to hold it to shred all the squash out. So I like to let it cool so that I can actually get a hold of it. Okay. So while it's kind of cooling so that we can actually handle it, I put a little bit of garlic salt in the meat just to add a little bit of flavor, and you can never have enough garlic as far as I'm concerned. There you go. Garlic is good. Now there's a little bit of grease in the pan, and some people, if they want to get rid of the grease, they can. I like to add mushrooms, and I like to make sure that every single mushroom is coated in that grease. Okay, just for adds more flavor. Yeah, and grease is, you know, it's good. And also a really nice movie. Yeah. It is. That's awesome. I love that movie. Yeah.
Yes, Grease and Dirty Dancing. You can't go wrong.
Can't go wrong, yeah.
I know. Yep.
So tell me a little bit more about Sarah's house.
Well, we are staffed Monday through Friday, 8 to 5 with a director, and then we have on-call advocates that
Who's your director now?
Her name is Debbie Moose.
Okay.
She's been there a few years, and she is fantastic. We have me as a part-time employee that does public relations and fundraisers. And then we have one other part-time employee, Sally Marquardt. She was a school teacher in Kingman for 30 years and retired, and now she is with us, and she goes out into the school districts and teaches a program called Speak Up, Be Safe, otherwise shortened to SUBS. She teaches kindergarten through 6th grade, and she reaches at least 1,000 students a year, if not more.
Yeah, she's good.
And it's a program that basically goes into the schools and gets down and dirty with the kids and explains to them what abuse is, what is right and what is not right. It explains to them that it's not their fault and to report it if they know that it's happening, whether it's happening to them, a friend, a family member. Most abuse situations happen within the home or with somebody that they trust. So a lot of times kids have a hard time, you know, I don't want to get dad in trouble, or, you know, mom's boyfriend. So they have a hard time reporting it. And so Sally goes into the schools and teaches them, you know, it's not your fault. Report it to a safe adult, a school teacher, your principal, a police officer. She actually, I went in the other day with her just to watch her teach. And she tells the kids, it's a 2-day program, and on day 1 she tells them, you know, if there's something that you want to tell me, write it down on a piece of paper and bring it to me to school tomorrow. And we've actually had a lot of kids come forth that way. You know, they feel safe and they feel like it's an okay environment, and they've actually come to her and said, you know, this is happening in my house. A lot of kids don't understand that it's not right because they grew up with it, you know, so it's normal for them.
And also, too, we want to tell the viewers, it's not just a mom, we were telling them, it's not just a dad or a stepdad.
Absolutely
but moms
not.
can abuse children just as easily
it can be anybody.
as anyone.
Moms,
aunts, uncles.
brothers, sisters, aunts, uncles, friends of the family. I mean, it doesn't have to be one
person. And particularly babysitters.
Yes, babysitters.
And I know KRMC offers a course to teach young folks or folks how to be babysitters.
Yeah, they do.
And that's a good to know as well.
It is. Yeah.
Okay, so we've got Italian ground beef sausage in there, little
mushrooms.
spicy. Mushrooms, okay.
Little garlic salt.
Little garlic salt.
And then you can use any spaghetti sauce you want. I like the Newman's Own because it's natural and organic, and all profits go to charity. And obviously, I'm all about nonprofits and charity and supporting them.
Good.
And this has peppers and stuff in it too, so you don't have to add those.
Good.
Oh yeah, I know. It'll smell even better when it's cooking.
Yeah, good.
So I will usually kind of pour this in, make sure that I get as much sauce out of it as I can. Mix it up, and then I will just usually put it on low and let it kind of simmer so that all the juices and the meat and the flavor and everything can kind of combine. And while it's on low and simmering, I will shred the spaghetti squash and get that ready to pour the sauce on top.
Okay, good. Okay, did you have commercial signs up there? Oh, 1 minute. Okay, good. Okay, now we know Sarah's house needs donations, financial donations.
Right.
And also you can donate some other products. So if they wanted to donate some products, what kind of products are we talking about?
What are great are, and this may sound strange, we do forensics exams, so we collect evidence off of victims of child abuse or rape, and a lot of times the evidence is their clothing. So we collect the clothing and we take it away, and we don't want to send somebody out onto the street with nothing to wear. So brand new underwear and socks are always really good and really needed. Any age group from newborn baby to adult, more focused on the kids. Also, clothing is good kid size. Sweatpants, kind of things that aren't, you know, school shirts and stuff are not, you know, something that's distinguishable. But just kind of generic clothing that they can go out and at least feel like they have something on. Okay,
so they're telling us we need to move it with the squash as well. Okay, while we're doing this, can I pour the salad into the...
Absolutely. That I spent all night on, let me tell you. I had to pick the lettuce and everything from the garden and made the croutons.
You know what's really cool is the fact that you put it in this bag.
I did. I had I had this vacuum sealer thing, and I don't even know how I managed to do it.
That must have been absolutely exhausting.
It was, and then I had to individually wrap the dressing and the croutons.
Oh, look at the croutons. And you bagged the croutons.
See that? I know. I'm telling you. What can I say? All right, so with the squash, it's hot to the touch, so keep that in mind. You want to flip it over and see how it's steaming. That's why the saran wrap and the water is. Get the dish that you're going to put the squash in, And what you're gonna do, hold it up, and like I said, it's hot, but it just shreds real easily like that. And that's why.
Kory, you really went all out. I mean, you individually wrapped the croutons, the cheese.
I did.
You must be exhausted.
I am. It was, you know. I had to grow the squash. You know, I mean, that took days. Yes. So it's called spaghetti squash because it sort of looks like spaghetti once you shred it. But it's a much better, healthier alternative to all of the noodles and everything. Oh, and the dressing, let me tell you.
I hope
had to get my blender out and
put it in this package.
Yes.
Must have been exhausting.
It was hard. It's not as easy as it looks.
I hope I get some camera time out of this. Okay, because I need it. This is pretty good salad dressing. You made this yourself?
Nice and creamy. Yep,
Okay,
lots of
they're
flavor.
telling me I got to take a break now.
All right, we can take a break.
Hang on, I got to wipe the lid off here. Okay, we're gonna take a break. Wait, let me get the.
We can put the cheese and the croutons on.
Yeah, on the break.
On the break, we can.
Okay,
do
we're
that.
gonna take a little break here. Hang on.
I don't know if I trust you with my knife.
Don't. All right, we're going to take a little break here. We'll be right back after these messages. Don't go away. You're cooking on the Kachina Kitchen. Hi, everyone. Welcome back to the Kachina Kitchen. All right, folks, I got to thank some folks. Culligan, the official water of the Kachina Kitchen. Remember, great tasting water all year long. Give them a call. And Kory, tell us about the forensic
exams
steps.
that we do.
Yeah, the forensic exams.
Anytime law enforcement calls and requests an exam on a child abuse victim or a sexual assault victim, we have nurses that have been specially trained that come in 24 hours a day, 7 days a week with an advocate, and they do exams where they take pictures, collect evidence, and document any injuries that a child or an adult of sexual assault have on them, and they turn all of that evidence over to law enforcement so that they have it to prosecute. So our nurses play a very important role in Sarah's house because without them, the evidence collection wouldn't happen. And going through an advocacy center like Sarah's house, there's a 95% prosecution rate versus not going through an advocacy center. So to prosecute the criminals that are doing this to children or sexually assaulting people, it's very important to have an advocacy center in town.
Okay, phone number. How can they get a hold
Sarah's
of you?
house is 928-757-8103.
One more time.
757-8103, and we have the Facebook, which is Sarah's House at AZ.
Oh, you're on Facebook too?
We are on Facebook, Sarah's
You
House
need to
AZ.
Facebook me so I can join your Facebook.
I will Facebook you.
Okay.
We will
all
do
right.
that before
and
we leave.
remember, hey, I'm on Facebook, so you guys Facebook me, okay?
Let it simmer, shredded the squash, put the sauce on, made the Caesar salad, which took me all day, and then if you like cheese, I made this too.
Oh, put some cheese on there.
You can have some grated cheese.
Okay.
Because no meal is complete without cheese.
Grated cheese, yeah.
I
More
mean,
cheese,
really.
the better.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Okay, we're gonna taste it right here, right now. Okay, this is it.
Let's see.
Is there anything I should know before I taste it?
No, I didn't poison this batch.
Good. That's good. I like the cheese.
The cheese kind of makes the dish.
Come back,
Yes, sir.
please. Okay.
Thank you for having me.
Oh, you come back because we need to know about Sarah's house, and there's a whole lot more.
There's
than
a
what we
lot
just
more to
talked.
tell. I could go on for days about it.
Good.
But absolutely, we need as much support from the community and donations as they can give us.
Good. Okay. All right, everybody, get the checkbook out. Right, Sarah's house. How do they spell Sarah?
Sarah with an H, S-A-R-A-H.
Okay. And write in the amount. Make sure to put a lot of zeros there, or go on to the website, hit PayPal, and it's just like that. It's really, really easy.
Straight to
Kory,
us.
thank you very much again.
Thank you for having
me. And this
me.
is really good. Okay.
Thank you.
I love this salad.
Can I mention our golf tournament on May
Oh,
31st?
please, hurry.
May 31st, we're having our annual fundraising golf tournament. We have player spots open and sponsor spots. So get a hold of us on the website or call us 757-8103 and we'll give you all the information for that.
Oh, great.
Yeah.
All right. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time on the Kachina Kitchen. So do you play golf?
Oh, I don't golf.
You don't cook, you don't golf. You just fly in helicopters.
Yeah,
Cool.
it works for me.